Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am DM Bloodworth and this is episode 21, a channel news episode. It's been about 2 weeks since I've done an update for the channel as far as giving you news on some of the things that I've been doing with my gaming. And the last several videos have been revolving around Whitebox. So I picked up a couple weeks ago Whitebox and started playing around with it and creating characters. I actually did a character video, character creation video using the system, and it got me thinking that I really do want to start writing and producing a setting, using Whitebox as the basis for that setting, or any other of the old school, RPG, fantasy RPG systems that you might actually have as well. And so I'm seriously considering, doing some writing involved in that. I've actually requisitioned a professional, cartographer and artist to create a game world map, and that I think will give me the inspiration, as a jumping off point to really dig into creating and fleshing out a campaign setting that I will then use, throughout the years that I'm intending to dedicate to producing these various projects. So that'll give me the inspiration and jumping off point to really get serious with my writing. So that's the first big piece of news and thing that I have on my my upcoming agenda for the next couple weeks and months ahead. Twilight 2000 is another game that we had, and it's myself and several other individuals, fellow YouTubers, and we are up to combat round number 3. We've been doing a play-by-post. As a matter of fact, probably shortly after I sign off here with this video, I'll probably go take a look at RG Plus and see where where the storyline is going and what my character needs to do next. It's my first experience doing play by post, and so far it's been interesting. It's been a good experience, and it's a lot of storytelling, which I wasn't expecting. Not very much dice rolling at all. So it's a very different experience than comparing it to playing over a Google Hangouts and such. And even if you're not displaying the dice rolls, I mean, you're still rolling dice together, in a in that environment of being able to see each other or talk to each other. This here is kind of separate, and but in a way it's a little bit more in depth, because you can sit there and you could read through the various responses and see where the next step is, and to think about how am I going to insert my character at this stage into that story, and have it be a plausible thing, and still tie the game mechanics to it. So it's been a really I think a valuable learning experience to actually delve into playing by post. So if you haven't done it before, I'd certainly recommend jumping in and doing that. At least giving it a try, because it is an interesting format of role playing. Continuing on with some other news, I've been sitting on this Kickstarter for a little while. I received the hardcover. This is Vikinger, and I'll be doing a review of the of the game system, and go about doing the full review that I've been doing lately with my new RPGs. So I'll talk about the game system first, and then in a follow-up video, I'll do character generation. And I just have to pull up the PDF version so I can project that for you to see as we go through. And so that's something that's will be upcoming sometime this weekend. I'll have that up as well. Other news. So, well, the channel's been doing well. I'm fairly happy with the slow and steady growth of the channel, and my sister channel on the Facebook community, On Screen Gaming, has finally reached 200 members, and they're certainly high quality members. They're contact with individuals as far as artists and as I mentioned the photographer and my Twilight 2000 players are also involved in in the community of on-screen gaming. So I'm happy with the way that's working out. I'm fairly happy with the way my pace, even during my work schedule, my pace of producing videos as as I expected, and I believe I mentioned it in my last episode, episode 26. It'll certainly be more exclusive to just the weekend. So anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 days in between videos is more than likely now that my work schedule is back to where it is during the regular September through June school year. So once again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Take a look at the videos in the archives, and I'll leave a few videos for you to take a look at at the end section of this video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, any kind of gaming news or a Kickstarter that you're aware of that you'd like for me to take a look at, please feel free to put it in the comments section. And as always with with Kickstarters, if there's a Kickstarter out there that I'm interested enough to back, once I receive it, I'll do a review of it, and I'll put up several videos of it, and I'll push it out there. So you're welcome to advertise in the comments sections on my videos. And so as I pass these videos around, that will also give you some exposure for either your video channel or your Kickstarter or any other projects that you might be working on. So in the meantime, have a good weekend, and happy gaming out there. And I look forward to seeing you on the gaming screen sometime soon. Have a good afternoon.